Another Monday afternoon, Music Monday session, right here on my YouTube and undergroundbass.co.uk. I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I had a fantastic one. Clockwork Orange on Saturday. We didn't just get one more tune. Studio 338 owners let us have one more hour. It was jammed, it was rocking, it was going off. Out to Groove Rider, out to Fabio, out to Ray Keith, out to Danny Gould, out to Andy Manston. It was a special one. Obviously I didn't do Music Mondays last week. How good was Rave Story the week before? So I took last week off and come back with the launch of my 35 years of Billy Daniel Bunter Rave. You can sign up now for early bird tickets over on Skiddle. I'll drop the link into the YouTube chat now. I thought, you know what, we'll come back and we'll do a 1990 show, the year that I started for Labrynth 2000 AD. It was a great year when I worked in Pools for Music in Whitechapel with Eamon Liquid, and I want to play you all of the music that really inspires and conjures up so much nostalgia of that magic year of 1990, and all of my sets at the time, starting out as a warm-up DJ that led me to my 5-year Friday and Saturday residency, memories of the record shops, all the people that I met when I was just 15 years of age, and I had to start with Silly Games because I'm going to say it's my favourite track of 1990, or maybe this one is that I'm going to play you. 1990 for so many reasons. He's just my favourite era. Of my whole music journey, career, lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. The year I first met Eamon Liquid. The year Mervyn in Pause for Music gave me my name. Billy Bunter. The year I first walked up the stairs of the legendary Four Aces, and I always look back with such nostalgia. And these are all the tunes that I was playing in my first ever sets, or the music that Joe and Sue, Labrynth, heard me playing in the record shop across the road from them, which prompted them to give me that 5-year residency every Friday and Saturday. And it's hard to believe that these were the tunes that I learned on and were out at the time, and then what become of hardcore, rave, jungle, all the different musics that I then went on to play and be part of over that 35 years. But these are my roots and my heart and my soul of 35 years of doing this.
Love music with Billy Daniel Bunter.
so little time to show that we are brothers. We have so little time to prove that we are friends. We need a land of love, not full of hate, my sister. We need to be together whenever comes the end. We need a little. We have to have some. We don't want a land of. We have to build. Extending a helping hand to one another. Let's build a land that stays together. Let there be demands to be one nation. Let me hear your voice, shout it out in revelation. We need a little. We have to have some. We don't want a land of. We have to build. We need a little. We have to have some. We don't want a land of. We have to build. We need a little.
Such an incredible track. Inner City, Unity, the Reese North of Watford mix. And to be fair, where I'm at right now in my 35-year journey as a full-time DJ, when I say 35 years, and I say this with pride, and I hope people don't take this with any arrogance, 35 years, year in, year out, month in, month out, week in, week out, DJing, without ever stopping. It's not a 35 years of started at this time in this music and then maybe had a year out or 2 years or 6 months. Never that. Never that. Through the ups and downs of life, this music has always been here for me, and I couldn't have writ the 35th year any better. Like last weekend or weekend just gone, being given an extra hour at Clockwork Orange after the club was meant to, or the room was meant to shut at 10. Heading over with all of these records to a sold out Clockwork Orange at S Paradise, 3,000 people, and being one of the headlining DJs at S Paradise, doing a 2-hour vinyl set with this music. Things like the Rave story popping off, festivals, playing festivals all over the UK, seeing Labrynth popping off, like playing their 36th birthday last year, 2-hour set. Sadly I couldn't do this year, which I'm gutted about. Come on Dan, turn the other record down. That might have sounded alright, a little hallelujah vocal. But yeah, I couldn't have asked for anything any better.
Get into the music. It'll set you free. Get into the music. It'll set you free. Get into the music. It'll set you free. Get into the music. It'll set you free.
Can I just say I'm also still touching the wrong buttons and letting records play over the top of each other. Ignore me. Long weekend.
It'll set you
off with Arthur Baker and the Backbeat Disciples featuring Robert Owens, the Frankie Bones remix of Silly Games. And I could never have imagined that when I started out playing records like that I would become mates with Frankie Bones over the years and DJ before or after Robert Owens. Could never have imagined that as a 15-year-old. We then played your Underground Solution, Love Dancing on Strictly Rhythm. Could never have believed that I'd still be playing records like that. To this day, we played you Inner City, Unity, Reese, North of Watford mix, and in the background, DJ's Rule, Getting to the Music, Serious EP. And again, I couldn't have believed that 35 years ago I'd be using a thing called the internet to do stories and reels, playing music like this, and some days like getting millions of views on what they call content, man, playing the music that I love and continue to love. So yeah, it's 35 years, a long old time. Out to Dan Darkness, out to Doms, out to Gary G, out to Colt, out to Tricky C, out to Benji, out to Bugs, out to Lorna Harlin, out to Mr. Cyan, out to Nigel Fluffy W, out to Not a Wombat, out to Pudgio, out to T Turner J. We play your Cyclone, a place called Bliss.
Love music with Billy Daniel Bunter.
the words.
Cyclone, a place called Bliss, Network Recordings. We're strictly the year 1990 at the moment, and we're going to get onto all of those early rough breakbeat tracks that first started filtering through the scene at this time, while all these incredibly deep records were happening. I love this era. I love working in the record shop when I was 15. I met so many people. Well, I met my closest friend in music, Eamon Liquid, met people like Kenny Ken, DJ Hype. The DJ Hype podcast is due in the next few weeks. Big up everyone who watched and have shared and have supported the Mr. C podcast that we dropped last night. We've recorded about 10 or 15 podcasts that are due to go out over the coming weeks. Aphrodisiac, Song of the Siren, New Groove, New York.
The way she called my name was not unlike the song of the siren.
Back to the old school.
call my name was not unlike the song of the siren.
Classic, deep, 5:30 AM, house, dance, techno, rave. This is before hardcore, before jungle, before the music sped up. This is just a mythical, magical era. And when me and Eamon, Liquid, we went on to make Sweet Harmony, worked in a record shop, and all of this music would come in from the distributors. We just marveled and imagined like being DJs and, or in his case, a producer, and his dream was to have music that was played at like 5:30 AM in the morning, and which had that feeling. And that's how Liquid come about, because this was our vibe. And for me, all I ever wanted to do was like DJ to people either at peak times when the raves were going mental, or then 5:30, 6:30, 7:30 AM moments where the crowd would just, they'd had their night, and then you'd get to that part in the morning and it was just sheer bliss. And for 35 years I've been fortunate enough to create those blissful moments many times, and also them let's have it moments many times. And it was records like this that were the inspiration for being here for 35 years. I've got so many shouts to do, but I'm just lost in music and memories. Nightmares on Wax, Warp Records, I'm For Real. This featured in so many of my first ever sets.
Who's ready for the sound? Billy Daniel, Billy Bunter.
the legendary Warp recordings. Anything in this era that come in the record shop from Warp, you just knew was gonna be magic. Chiba said, I lived in Sheffield for about 6 months in this era. Absolutely beeping, great city to rave in. I was in Warp record shop most days. Love that, mate. To Mr. Paul O'Sullivan saying, afternoon Dan, let's have it. Out to Dan James saying, in recovery from Glastonbury. Saying it's a dope set, it's flown by 45 minutes. Richard Turner says, afternoon Dan, Rich Turner locked in with you from the group Flourish and Achieve. Hope you're good. All good here mate, hope you're well. Love that. J. Lionel Whittle, he's watching old Bun Diddley, Daniel Bunter, aka Elton the Don, on his 75-inch screen. As a Case, who has seen the Double D Found Love at the front of the record stack. Out to Radical, saying hello mate. Out to DJ Mystic Sun, saying thanks Mr. Bunter for the music and sharing a great interview last night with Mr. C. It's gone down a storm. What a character, eh? Even all those people who get into spats with Mr. C on the internet over the variant and variation of views between him and people on his pages. I don't care whether you agree with some of the things he says or don't agree with some of the things he says. After that interview, you cannot help but love his endearing personality, his cheeky way, and his knowledge and talent and the way in which he can articulate himself. I absolutely loved doing that interview. Out to Mr. C. We stick with Warp Records. Sweet Exorcist, Test 1.
If everything's ready here on the dark side of the moon, play the 5 tones. Tones.
such a magnificent beast of a track. Sweet Exorcist, Test 1. A very, very early Warp release, this, when it was part of Outer Rhythm. And I hope you're all enjoying the podcast that only about 8 or 9 weeks ago started in this room, and then we moved it to a new studio space. Obviously, Brian G spoke about his time of working at Outer Rhythm in his podcast. It was recorded in this room. Out to JT saying, yes, Mr. Bunter, yes, Jay. The Anvil saying, I'm gutted I didn't get down for Rave Story, but I'm down in October for my 35 years event. Is that what you're saying, mate? Out to Alan Reader saying, I was 16 in 1990, I was 15. Out to Lloyd Morrison. Mystic Sun saying, I remember this tune being dropped by Rhythm Doctor at the Empire Club, Bognor Regis back in the day. Rhythm Doctor, absolute legend. Mark B, it's not too warm. It's not too bad, to be fair. I've got a massive fan. Out to Jerome de Groot saying, morning, Mr. Bunter. Well, it's afternoon now. Saying, I'm looking forward to the 35 years celebration on October 18th. To sign up for Epidemic Presents 35 years of Billy Daniel Bunter, October 18th at Electrowerkz, go over to Skiddle.com and type in 35 years of Billy Daniel Bunter and sign up so you can get the early bird tickets on the day of release. It's going to be 4 arenas, an old school rave and jungle arena, a house and bleeps and bass arena, like all of this stuff, a hardcore trancecore arena, and a hard dance, hard house, hard trance arena. We're going through all of the music that's played a huge part in my 35 years, and also all the artists and MCs and people I've worked close with. We're going to stick with the bleeps and bass, demonic Labrynth, which incidentally was nothing to do with the club Labrynth. It was just called that. Ram Records, R-H-A-M, nothing to do with Ram. Andy C's Ram, out of Liverpool. One of my favourite bleeps and bass tracks ever.
Billy, take them back to the old school.
industrial, yet with so much spirit and vibe, demonic. Labrynth. I want to tell you a little story. Life goes full circle sometimes. So I was at our new podcast studio that I use, and I was with DJ Hype. I'm not name dropping here. I was with DJ Hype, and in recent months on my social media pages, I've shared short clips of me playing a Homeboy, a Hippie and a Funky Dread music and Project One music on Tam Tam and Rising High. And I was waiting outside the studio with Hype to go and record his podcast, which is coming, by the way. And a guy comes up as we're waiting outside, and he says, "Bunter," and I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Thanks for playing my tunes recently. I'm Mark Williams, the Funky Dread from a Homeboy, a Hippie and a Funky Dread, and I've never ever know that I'm using for the podcast." And we got talking, and I've been in the studio with him, and he's played me loads of his music he does. He actually does some really big stuff, like he manages Labrynth, and he's produced all kinds of top 40 hits, as well as producing music for film and TV. And we're going to start making some music together in the style of a Homeboy, Hippie, a Funky Dread and Project One. And as we got talking further and have got to know each other further, because we work from the same building, I said, and I haven't told you lot this yet, I've got a track coming out. We were just talking about Spotify and the internet. I've got a track coming out with a group called Four, F-O-O-R, a big dance act, and they're more on the house and the garage scene, and we've done a track, we've done a collaboration. And I said, I'm not too clued up on Spotify, but I've got this track coming with these people. Four. I said, "Do you know him?" He went, "No, I've written music with them." And I said, "Wow, what a small world." I was best man at one of the group members' wedding. So we had that connection, and then as I got to know him, he also used to share the same building with Jason Kay, and knew Jason Kay very well. So I thought I would share that info with you about how mad life works, especially in the world of music and when you've been doing something for 35 years. And it leads me into this, a Homeboy, a Hippie and a Funky Dread, which was in my very first ever sets at Labrynth 2000 AD, 12 Dalston Lane. And 35 years later, I meet the man who produced this with Casper Pound and raps on this track, and we're going to be making some music together. How mad's that?
Total confusion! Total confusion! Total confusion!
Yo, Billy, take them back to the old school.
Radio stations are question their blackness, they call us a black, but we'll see if they'll play this.
So don't talk that bull, come to cement and just with the roughest Manchester in the house. There's something to blow your mind into the atmosphere. Come on, feel the rhythm, cause London's here.
Radio stations are question their blackness, they call us a black, but we'll see if they'll play this.
Out to the Mad Barber, saying Edinburgh Massive. Out to Lloyd Morrison, out to Finn, saying Happy Monday Bunter. Or Happy Monday the Bunter crew, he's saying. Happy Monday to you, Finn. Big up Jerome, coming over from Holland with his hotels booked for the 35 Years of Bunter event. Ufei says, is it true that the singer Enya sailed through Zoom Records when it flooded, singing Sail Away, Sail Away? I see what you did there. Out to Ginger Smudger. So, we're going to go some more rough, rugged, more breakbeaty stuff. We go from a homeboy hippie and a funky dread into Rebel MC. And Tenor Fly coming on strong. This was in all of my first lot of sets. And interesting enough, I'm just thinking about, obviously I've only just met Mark Williams after 35 years, the producer of A Homeboy Hippie and a Funky Dread with Casper Pound and the rapper of this track, and went on to be Project One and so many other things. But Rebel MC used to come up to Labrynth and Four Races and give us his records to play. And about 25 years ago, I'm going to say 20 to 25 years ago, I had a regular Saturday radio show with Sky TV on Sky Dance. Remember when it was all like, you could get radio on Sky Telly? And they had a few like stations, and I was on Sky Dance, which led me to get my Ministry of Sound show, and then end up on Ministry of Sound radio. But the point of what I'm saying is, Rebel MC, me and Rebel in about 2000, 2001, we've got this most amazing interview between us both that never ended up getting aired, that we did for Sky TV, for Sky Dance TV radio. And about a year and a half ago, I was up in the loft and I actually found the master copy of this interview. And I guess really what I should do, as we're on the 35 years of Bunter year and we're on the promo trail and I'm talking about memories, I should actually get this this interview up, because it's like 25 years old. It'd be really interesting to see mine and his thoughts from 25 years ago. Anyway, I love this tune.
Now this is the new talk mixed up with the new style. Love is the message, we don't want no war. So calm down.
Love music with Billy Daniel Bunter.
Possible unto you.
Love your brother, yes, as one. Your first fearing, no rewrite. Only love can conquer hate. How many wars in this stalemate? See the light bright of a sun ray for a new way. It's a new day, backed by law.
The Prototype, hardcore jungle era.
Will be made possible unto you.
Fire!
Yes, coming in on a roasted. Positive, never skeptic. Day-to-day life is kinda hectic, but that's the way nature planned it. This line disappear like a magnet. Lyrics are sting like a bandit. Rhythm just a little like a transit. This that sound that you better exit.
Love the brother and love the sister. Proud of people stick together. I'm talking to the world leader. Stop the fighting and stop the war. Look what the one in Angola. Look what the one in South Africa. We can't take for the world pressure. Put down the gun and live together.
Love like a rounder. Love like a rounder.
This was in my first lot of sets 35 years ago down at Four Aces. R.I.P. Tenor Fly, what a tune. Shout out to Mr. Rebel MC. Out to Ollie Future. Son, loving your work. No, enjoying your work. Loving's a bit strong, mate. Out to Chad Lucy. I will check at some point, mate. Out to Zammy Adams, sorry, mate. Out to Joe Barbary. Out to DJ B and Gemma, chilling in the sun and loving the vibes. I'm going to play 2 tracks from this next track. From this next 12-inch, the Blaps Posse. Out to Aston Harvey of the Blaps Posse, who also produced many Rebel MC tracks. Of course, he was the freestylers amongst many guys. I played with Aston Harvey and the freestylers 3 or 4 weeks ago at Bearded Theory Festival. Aston was on after me, always great to see Aston. And both of these tracks featured heavily in my first lot of sets when I started out when I was 15. I can remember this 12-inch coming in to Pools for Music when I worked in there, and there was always something magic about the Blaps label and logo, and there was always something so unique about what the Blaps Posse were doing. And in hindsight, looking back now 35 years down the line, it was just so fresh. I'd grown up on hip-hop and rap music in the mid-80s up to this point of starting out my journey as a full-time professional career lifestyle DJ. And Blaps Posse, like the Rebel MC stuff of this year, just caught me. And in hindsight, it was because of my love for rap, early breakbeat music, being in the heart of the East End, being in the heart of Dalston, DJing, and these vibes just caught me, and I just got them, and they caught me as a teen, in my early teens, 15. Not even my late teens, but by my late teens, I was a dad. When I saw so, oi, oi!
Yo, Billy, take them back to the old school.
How many people wanna know when I flow and I blow and I show I got a flow Joe when I'm on the go I roll when I tell when I'm mowing if it's high or low so then yo preaching and teaching and reaching enough reach stayed up all night yes you got it I bleach not dissing or fishing or kissing I'm hitting other MCs who are out there missing gold souls on the road Adrian Mo keep me on and on and on and in pole position on a mission my rendition in condition so there's just and keep guessing while I am this manifesting De La Soul take control when the music takes a toll on parole on the dole listen to some rock and roll if you dread black brown or a blue suede shoe it's up to you so do what you want to
Do it everywhere. Do what you want to. Let's have some fun, y'all. Do what you want to. Do it everywhere. Do what you want to.
Sentence restricted, inflicted, convicted. Hold up your torch, we can scorch, have some thought. For having the gift and receiving that token. Just dance to the rhythm. Yes, bones can be broken. So listen, tape up, be a sport, leap the fence. While I'm on mic, at your defense. So rip off your clothes if you're burning with vapor. Explode into mode. Don't save it for later. So do kung fu, jitsu, whatever takes you. If it relates to mic to the rescue. You can jump on a trunk or get paralytically drunk. Grin, giggle or grunt, or suck a razor blade blunt. Paint your face bright blue. Roll in a canoe. Have a day at the zoo, or pretend you're a cuckoo.
And everyone in a state of mind the God's design. It's not ambient, so don't feel inclined to get drowsy. That's lousy if you're tight. Go to Betty Bozzy, and if you're a guy, take a girly. But if you're a girly, take me, JT, in a place to be. Rocking on the MIC, doing it naturally. These are the lyrics I fall on the corny. You don't like them, wouldn't ever fight them. Well, I'ma tell you who helped me write them. Robin Wise with Layla K. Got to get together, not really. That was a cold diss, doing what I want to, taking the piss. Bring forth the scissors, got my face in the press, so I cut out the picture, stick them in my photo album. Girls come around to whack it out and show them it's impressive. Nevertheless, it's nothing less than bigger than average large. The posse in charge. I love Janet, not the barge. Munch Kentucky's chicken sandwich, eat as many as my stomach can manage. Shut up and dance, rockin' Hackney. Demon boys get tough and busy, but we are the Black Posse, doing what we want to.
Coming out of hybrid. You might have just seen there, but my headset's been playing up. Sometimes sinuses of the ears get a bit loose. We've had Sheffield, we've had Canada, we've had America. We're in London now.
Monday morning I was feeling kinda rough. I said I needed a girl who was round but tough, soothing my body, easing my brain. And after that I'll turn a rough girl tame. I found this girl, her name was Star. I'd be watching her for ages, she was good to go. Picked up the receiver, said hello, what she saying? She said, come over, there be no delay. Knock knock and I was at her door, making sure I got what I came here for. She opened up, smiled and said come in, I'll fix you a drink and then we'll begin. So I walked over to the stereo, put on the big beat which was nice and slow. It put power to my smart, there was no mistake. The feeling was real, it was not fake. She walked over smelling fresh from morning, put down the cup of drink and said, and what was I to say? Said, okay baby, I was ready to pay. So me and her took a walk by the rug, by the fireside, you know it was nice and snug. And I was humping and pumping like she was on a mission. She said, flip me over, I'm bossing new position. Oh yeah, governor's just bugging out. Do what you want to. Anybody can do what you want to, but we're doing what we want to. Okay, Jose.
Come on, I had to play that all the way to the end. Take the needle off the record, flip it over, put the needle back on the tune. That's what Mondays are for. We don't need to mix. You've all heard me mix 1,000,001 times. We just vibe on these classics. 2 in a row from the Blaps Posse. Don't hold back. And yes, I've got loads and loads of shouts to do. And I will get onto them after the next one, actually. It's reminiscing right now. What a tune this.
Love music with Billy Daniel Bunter.
hell of a guy, cause we're original. I'm bringing new concepts, so don't doubt the standards that we set. That's the end this time, I'm on the mic with some news for you that I know you like. And if you're down with us in Greenwich, you won't lack. So do yourself a favor and just don't hold back, hold back. From the stable, I grab the mic and you know that I'm able to groove you, move you, and then prove you're wrong. When you hear this song, you shout, boom! Coming hard the third time around with a tune guaranteed to make you get down. Black or white, it doesn't matter when I'm on stage. You better clap it encore. That's what I'm asking for. You say you got style, I got more. You stand against the wall, don't make me joke. I'm serious, ain't no time for joke. If you want to party, move on in, and if not, then go spin. It's you I'm talking to. You know you whack. Just come to your senses and just don't hold back. One, two, three, four, five, six times. Setting off the show with a funky rhyme. Shuffle up the pack. I pull a spade, pump up the noise. This is a raid of musical bliss. So just kiss where the sun don't shine, where your lips can't miss. Prepare, in other words, get set. You breaking out, you bet. You rougher and tougher, the beat succeed. So for your eardrums is what you need. Now let the music flow, let your body go. You can't hold back, then so what if you're feeling hot? Get on the dance floor and show me what you got. And now you're coming right and exact, and if fact's a fact, then don't hold back, hold back.
We're going to go 3 in a row from Shut Up and Dance and the Ragga Twins after this one.
Now that you're on the right track, you'll appreciate and won't give any slack. Please come forth and understand. We don't joke, play around, or even rant, or even reach a jam. We shake and get homely. Well, I was staring like zombies, doing the two-step, 1 foot at a time, trying to dance to the beat when they know the right time. But don't fret, we just wanna have fun. Dance all night until the morning comes. Black, green, white, or even yellow. If you're not recognized, you can still say hello. Hello to friends, foes, if any enemies. Respect to those who earnestly, if you're determined, old or just a new jack, don't listen to the suckers and just don't hold back.
Just incredible. Blaps Posse. Come on now. We're going to go 3 in a row from Shut Up and Dance and the Ragga Twins. Hype talks real depth of Shut Up and Dance on his podcast that is upcoming. Out to Shut Up and Dance. Out to Flinty Badman and Demon Rockers, the Ragga Twins, 2 very close friends of ours. Me and Sonia went up to see Demon in hospital last week. For those who don't know, Demon's been in hospital for good 9 months now. It's very sad, very tough time. Hopefully soon he'll be out and performing on the stages. He'll be well, when we went up and see him on Wednesday, he was saying there could be a chance quite soon in wheelchair venues that have wheelchair access, so he can perform and get into the venues. But he's very high in spirits. He's looking incredibly healthy, and every day he's doing his physio. We share the same birthday, me and Demon. Only there's 10 years difference between us both. We're both May the 14th. We're both Taurines. I still remember PJ and Smiley, Shut Up and Dance coming round, bringing their records to me and Eamon to sell in a pool for music. We're going Lamborghini featuring the Ragga Twins. What an absolute tune.
I want to hear them make up some noise. Because I can't come out on Friday evening and pay no money and come turn up like soldier kind of work. So, with the biggest request in all manner of things and all delights, I'm going to request this one to all massive them. So hear this! Request to all the little acid people them, because I love it. So come boys like that.
Joe, out to Vanilla Funk, out to Alan, out to BK, out to Dazzle Dog, out to Boo Boo J, out to Zammy. Adam saying the landlord, I like it, was big at the time. It really was, but that was 89. We're in 1990 today. Out to Amped's Turntables.
Request to all our illegal asset people. Request to all our illegal asset people.
Out to Guna, Ash, and a nice electro selection in the background there. My absolute first passion musically in life, those electro albums. Out to Stevie Watts saying, "Hi Billy, your passion for music is just unparalleled. I'm watching with a massive grin." Thank you, Steve. Out to Hillbilly John, out to Chad. Out to Graham Arlington saying, "Good afternoon, Billy, and all, what a beautiful day." Out to Lee saying, "Good afternoon, everyone, and how are we all doing? This is my first time here. Hopefully, we'll pick up a few tips for the new hospital radio show I'll be presenting in Ayrshire next week." I'm probably not the best person to pick tips up from, mate. I've got some incredibly bad habits as a radio presenter. Out to Bert Rainey. Out to Finsbury89 saying, "Billy, please could you spin Left Field Not Forgotten? It's in that pile of records there, funnily enough." We go the Ragga Twins, Hooligan 69, a Shut Up and Dance production, and I've been the DJ on Shut Up and Dance's PAs many times, at clubs, at festivals, at private parties as well, weddings, and seriously, weddings. People have booked me to DJ and them to PA, and it's always something to behold, watching them perform over these tracks. And again, it's one of those things that when I was 15, 35 years ago, and these records first come out, I could never ever have imagined. All I ever did was live for the weekend. I could never have imagined that 35 years later I'd be performing with them or being their DJ on sets. In the same way that none of us could ever imagine that in this year 1990, on a Monday afternoon, we'd be on a thing called the internet, streaming on YouTube and on internet radio station Underground Bass, playing these records from 35 years ago, reminiscing to people, and you could put these shows up, do them live, and then they stay there forever. Well, the music's been here forever, so it makes sense that we can keep conveying these records to the world, to people old like us, and hopefully young people find them. And these records will live on before the internet, during the internet, and whatever happens after the internet. We play your Hooligan 69.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Electric word, life, it means forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you, there's something else. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Electric word, life, it means forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you, there's something else.
69. When I want no hooligan get up and fight. Just suck out to the red in them, I know when we come out. You know, so when a kid teeth, all massive and crew, just come take in the Hooligan 69.
Oxley saying afternoon Billy and all, lovely day, pumping the tunes out of the van in Reading today, loving it. Easy Maggie's Mo, is that correct? Out to Bossaland, out to New Phase. To Joseph Chris, and I've ordered some records from Music Mondays, should arrive today. Enjoy, mate. Out to Pat Burns saying a great interview with Mr. C. Dan. I listened to it today, plastering at work in Perth, Australia. I love your work. Thank you very, very much, mate.
Now you have some tune make you laugh, but when you hear this one, this special is very serious. So I want to all who can dance, we shut up and leave. Ragga twin step out. 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 step out. Ragga twin step out. Ragga twin step out. Ragga twin step out. Ragga twin step out.
Just memories of Sharp and Dance, bringing this round to the record shop. Playing it Fridays and Saturdays at the Four Aces. Thank you everyone for locking in this afternoon. We've been playing lots of the music doing my first ever DJ sets at Labrynth 2000 AD. We're going to be doing lots and lots and lots of shows, warming you up for my 35 years of Billy Daniel Bunter, multi-arena rave at the Electrowerkz, which Epidemic are putting on October the 18th. To sign up so you're first in line for the cheaper tickets, head over to Skool, type in 35 years of Billy Daniel Bunter. Out to JQF, out to Anthony, out to Vinyl Itchy, out to SBEM, out to Craig Switchback, hope you're well, mate. Out to Black Shadow. God, there's loads of you today, isn't there? Out to Mark Anslow. Out to Paul Robinson saying, I would love to see DJ Sky and Demolition Crew in for an interview. On the DJ Slimzy interview that's coming, we talk a lot about Sky and Demolition Crew. And earlier on I said about when I was on Sky TV dance station. I've also been on Ministry of Sound radio. I've been on Call. I've been on Underground Bass, obviously Centreforce now. But the first ever radio station that I was ever on was Eruption FM back in... I always thought it was late 93, but now something tells me that it was early 94. I was only on there for a short time because at the time of the starting on there, mine and Sonia's son Jack was born, and my career started taking off all over the UK, and something had to give, and it was my Sunday night radio show that happened every Sunday 12 to 2 on Eruption. There you go, some more history from the past 35 years.
Burning with ecstasy.
You know what's mad? If you're watching and you can see me on my phone, there's someone in the chat box called BK, and I was thinking, is that BK?
Burning with ecstasy.
In the shout box, talking with everyone, and it's not because BK has actually just messaged me. He was just ringing me through there, and he's somewhere else. He's at an exhibition today. Easy, Tectonic. I'm well behind here. Let me see if I can get loads of these done, because I've only got time for 2 more tunes. Out to Paul saying I still have my Club Labrynth free passes somewhere. Out to Old School Paul 77. Out to Trauma. Out to the Truth Trainer. Out to Phil Beard. Easy Graham locked in from Northampton. Out to Ian Stew. Easy Jimmer Macatak saying the Mr. C interview is really interesting. He's a proper interesting geezer. Out to Proper Collector. Out to Furious Style saying BDP, you are the definition of class. Love from New York City. Tenors in the post, mate. Out to Isabel Smith. Graham is saying shout out to the Street Sounds family from the admin. Graham, I've been listening to 5 years ago during lockdown. I did a top 60 Street Sounds electro chart of all the tracks featured from the Street Sounds electro album, and a friend of mine sent it to me. Said, "Oh, Dan, I'm listening to this," and I was going to repost it in the Street Sounds group because it was compiled by the Street Sounds listeners. Out to Truther, out to EHH82, out to KM Snowboarding, out to Tom Jackson, out to Chaz Stewart. We have time for 2 more. I've got as many of them shout outs done as I could. We go The Exorcist, which is a Scientist and DJ Hype production. The DJ Hype podcast will be up within a matter of weeks on this YouTube channel. Shout out to DJ Hype. We spoke in the podcast about when he used to bring the white labels around to pull for music to me and Eamon, and then I'd go up and play them. And the next Labrynth I couldn't do, which me and Joe spoke about in the podcast, and I was so happy that they got DJ Hype to headline their next Labrynth event. And I think it's the first time, possibly, I might be wrong, that Hype's played at Labrynth. So funny how things go full circle, right? But big up DJ Hype.
Exorcist. The Exorcist. The Exorcist. The Exorcist.
sorry all, I'm going to have to cut this one short because there's one more I want to fit in, and if you can see I've got about another 30 odd records I want to play, so next week we may do a part 2 of 1990, but if we don't do a part 2 of 1990 I will kick myself if I don't get this next tune in, which is a huge, for me, changing of the guards of the music and the style in that year. Eon, Spice, Vinyl Solution Recordings. When this come out, blew my mind. And without a shadow of a doubt, this I used to just cane this last tune in my sets when I first started out. It was just like, bam, play my sets. And this was always my last tune for the first few months of starting out and playing to a proper crowd. I DJ'd lots of places throughout 89 and early 90, but like house parties, back rooms of pubs for friends and stuff like that. But once I was put on the stage at the Four Aces, this was in last tune in my set many, many times. Eon, The Spice, leaving you with this absolute tune.
He who controls the spice controls the universe.
Stick around on undergroundbass.co.uk. Mr. Dan Darkness up next, continuing on your Monday afternoon pressure on this glorious Monday, sunny Monday in the UK.
The spice must flow.